The Egyptian and French presidents spent 2 hours talking over lunch at the Elysee Palace, but lessons on human rights were not on the menu. The fight against terrorism was the main course. Aides did say, though, individual cases of imprisoned activists were raised during the course of a private discussion between the two leaders. But both men were challenged on human rights in Egypt when it came to the press conference.
I believe in the sovereignty of states, and so in the same way that I won't accept lessons from any other leader on how to govern my country, I do not give lessons to others.
The Egyptian people refuse all violent practices, dictatorship and disrespect for human rights. But I'm responsible for 100 million Egyptian citizens. In this unstable context which I'm talking about, extremist ideology won't accept living with others in peace. But it is very important to know that we do not make use of torture practices.
Human rights organizations say the abuses within Egypt have been widely documented. And far from adding to the fight against the proliferation of terrorism, they are creating ideal conditions for radicalization.
Egypt is the biggest market in the Middle East for France's weapons industry, but some analysts believe it's the wrong approach to bring back stability to the region.
We can fear that in the short term we will fight against terrorism, but in a second phase there is a risk for destabilizing Egypt. People will naturally ask for more democracy.
The human rights group Reporters Without Borders staged a demonstration outside the hotel where the Egyptian president is staying in the French capital. They accused him of wanting to mummify journalists, to gag them and blindfold them. The head of the group said it was impossible today to be an independent and free journalist in Egypt. David Chater, Al Jazeera, Paris.